Greetings and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the high grade Nu Gundam from I believe 2008, and as you can immediately tell, I don't have the box for this kit. I don't know where it went. It probably has been thrown away, but I cannot find it. And you can also probably tell that this is another kit that I have owned for a while now. And I don't know how reliable this review is going to be because I don't have the box. Which also could mean I don't have every accessory. I don't know much about what comes in the box now. But I think a hand is definitely missing, because I only have one extra hand that I found. But I guess overall, we could just jump right into it with the appearance. So, high grade Nu Gundam. You have a pretty decent V-fin. I did use Gundam markers on this again. I mean, from here on, I'm pretty sure you would know by now, but I only have Gundam markers that I use. But pretty nice head and panel line around the face and the cheeks. You can also remove the helmet, or well, the top of the head like that. Now he is, I don't know, somewhat bald, but yeah, this entire top section is pretty much a helmet. And I'm not sure, but it kind of looks like one whole piece, this helmet. I could be wrong. There is a seam down the middle or down the side of the head, but I could be wrong. But it does seem like one whole piece, which is interesting. You got a few stickers that are around the kit. Some parts are not stickers. I painted that little V fin right there. But yeah, a lot of parts on this kit have been painted up already. And I will say this kit it feels sort of outdated. As you see, I'm not really sure how to go on with this review, considering I don't have the box, which has information on it. But, yeah. Got some vent details up in the chest, red cockpit door, thrusters around the back here. Rear skirt is painted, obviously. Gundam markers. It's a little dusty. But you have a few beam sabers here and here, as well as 4 thrusters that I also painted with a silver Gundam marker. Up on the shoulders are independent from the actual shoulder joint itself. I suppose we could just jump straight into the articulation, because that is, I think, one of the more important parts of the video. But yeah. Okay, so moving on. We have a double jointed neck. Top is a ball joint. Bottom joint is a little swivel inside the chest, like that. It can look up that far, and it can look down that far. In the torso, there is no articulation, no ab crunch. But you do have a ball joint at the bottom, allowing for some 360-degree spin around the waist. You do have articulation inside of the chest here when you lift up the arm. So, when you lift up the joint on the shoulder, there's a little swivel. You can bring out you can rotate the actual shoulder joint all the way up. That's as far as that goes without moving the chest joint. But with moving the chest joint, you can have range that goes all the way up like that. That is pretty decent, very decent actually, very nice actually. So yeah, the shoulder armor is separate from the actual joint. You do get a 360 swivel and a single joint in the elbow, just like that, just around 90 degrees. And you do get a little mechanism here in the arm here. So you can push this or just pull that up. And then you have a very small beam saber that has a little joint inside that you can rotate. This, from everything that you're seeing here, that is the beam saber. Very, very small. If you compare it to, I don't really want to pull it out. You can pull this out, but kind of getting it back in is a little bit tight. But compared to his hand here, that is a very tiny beam saber. And wrist is just standard ball joint. And the arms are asymmetrical compared to the other arm, to where there is absolutely nothing back here. And there is the rifle. And you do have a trigger finger hand as well. Again, standard ball joint wrist. Single point bend in the elbow. Articulation of the shoulders. You can rotate full 360. Lift up, and lift all the way up like that. And moving down to the waist, we have front skirts that can go up that far. The chest, does the chest get in the way? The chest might be getting in the way, but it also could be the waist itself that is limiting that articulation. So it can go up that far, and side skirts can go up that far and rotate pretty much a full 360. Again, everything is painted. And the rear skirt is absolutely paralyzed. There are no joints in there at all. Moving down, we have the old style ball and socket joint in the hip, or in the thigh joint, hip joint, yes. But yeah, you have that, and of course you can't really do a whole lot with it. So leg can only go out that far. So no full splits, but the leg can go up forward that far. It can go back that far. You have an interestingly boring knee joint, I would say. Not sure how you would actually classify this, but if you take a look here, this is a double jointed knee, and the first joint is here, and that's it. That's the first joint. pretty interesting. I'm not sure why. I mean, I guess it is just being blocked by how the part is made. But, and then you have the second joint right here, which allows that. And I find it a little bit weird, but that's double jointed, and it kind of doesn't really look like it's double jointed. And again, there is a piston detail in here, and some wires around back that I, of course, painted with a silver Gundam marker. And moving further down, you have a little joint here for this flap for the thruster in here as well. I don't know how easily accessible that this is. I don't know. There's a lot of kits that I have thrusters on the back of the legs on. But in the articulation of the ankle, moving down to the feet here, pretty decent. More piston detail. You get a little bit of rotation there. You can move the foot that far forward. So that's as far as that can go forward, and that's as far as that can go backwards. And tilt from side to side, it can go from here to there. Whoa. But I think that is all for the articulation. Moving on to the accessories now. Of course, we have the rifle. Pretty dusty. But yeah, this actually does have a lot of panel line detail that you could put on it. Pretty decent. And it seems I have painted a few parts here and there, which is interesting. But you do get a trigger hand as well as a fist. And this is the only other hand that I was able to find. How do I know that there are more hands? Well, every kit comes with 2 holding hands. And as of right now, I don't know where those are. They could have been thrown away. I don't know where they are. But you do have a widespread hand as well, with also some details in the palm, which is pretty neat. But yeah, sorry for the lack of information, I guess. I don't know what happened to the box, but you also get this beam saber right here, which isn't really pegged on or attached to anything except for like friction. It can fully 360 spin. You have a little swivel right there for the handle guard, I mean. And yeah, this is what the beam saber looks like. As of right now, I don't have the beam saber. Actually, I think I have an idea of where those extra parts might be. I do have a box. I have multiple boxes of spare parts and accessories that I do not use, and that might be where some of those are. But as of right now, I'm just missing beam sabers and some extra hands. But if you're planning on customizing, the hands are not going to be an issue. Well, I guess, I don't know. But anyways, moving on. We have the shield. Pretty nice shield. White, large white board. A little frame detail on the bottom. Whatever these red bits are, I don't know. I have not seen the anime for this, but you do get a little swivel here, little guard section, or not guard section. It's a adapter for the arm, but you do have nice detail around back again, and that simply just attaches over this little slot right here on both sides of this arm. And with that being said, technically you could have it to where not the most secure attachment, but my point is you could have it to where like the shield can slide up and down because it is attached on that little section there. But there is that. And now you have the iconic fin funnels. There are 6 of these. 2 of them are folded outwards. The rest of them are folded inwards. These are all full. These are all full funnels. Pretty nice detail on the inside as well. I just forgot which ones I just folded out. Okay. But all of the yellow bits, except for the inner squares here, all of these yellow bits on the outside, those are stickers. But if you fold these in, all of everything here, these parts, these yellow bits right here, that's all one piece. So there is that. Again, I'm not exactly sure. I think it looks like this. That looks right. But you can detach all of these individually. However, I'm not exactly sure how to do that. Again, it's been a little bit since I've had this, so I don't know how it works exactly. But it does attach on like that. Little mechanism, little sliding mechanism here. Also, I believe this does rotate. I have been proven wrong. But you can push this on, like you can attach it just like this and then slide that down, and that is how you attach it. Not all of them have that. For example, these 2 at the very end do not have that little indent like the other ones have here, like these 2 holes. So these 2 will always be on the outside. And the last accessory is the bazooka. Pretty decent bazooka. You have some ammo in there, some detail that you can put up everywhere, actually. Little handle section here. The way that you can put these into the hand is you just separate the hand, put the peg into the outer hand, or into the where the palm would be, and then the other fingers would just close onto it. But that is the bazooka. No stickers on it, color inaccurate, because I'm pretty sure this entire guard section here, whatever that rectangle piece is, that is all supposed to be in like all in one color that is not white. And you can attach it through this a thing back here that is on a little swivel, so it does rotate. I'm not sure how I can show you. I guess I can choose this. But it does rotate slightly, just like that. And you can attach it by using this little bit on the bazooka right here. Fold down the handle, and this will slide into that slot like this. Oh, there goes the shield. Like this. Boom. Just like that. And there you have that attached. But, and there you have the Nu Gundam. Now, moving on to some size comparisons here. We have the standard RX-782 Gundam. That is the normal size. So it is pretty big compared to that. And next we have the high grade unicorn full armor with the green psycho frame. But yeah, they're about the same height. And next we have the high grade Sazabi, which is also very dusty. But I did do some markups on it, so excuse the imperfected shininess of it, because I did put some marker on it. Anyways, yeah, so that's a big kit. And here is a kit that I did not recognize enough. This will probably be the next review, but this is the Reborn 100 Gun Easy, I think. But because when I was looking for the box for the Nu Gundam, I ended up finding that this was not a high grade. I thought this was a high grade, which is why I never thought much of it. But this is actually my first Reborn 100 kit, so I could make a review on it, because as you can see, they are basically the same height, and kind of show similarity with the helmet. No, they don't. Anyways, Reborn's 100 Gun Easy, and yeah, so that is the review for the high grade Nu Gundam from 2008. Again, sorry, there was no box. I'm probably just gonna put up an image. Oh, it is back heavy. It is back heavy, but yeah. So beware of that. Again, sorry for not having the box and enough information on it as I normally would. I'm not sure what happened to the box, but yeah, that is the high grade Nu Gundam. Stay tuned for the Reborn's 100 Gun Easy. That review is probably going to come up in a few days. So yeah, that's all that I have for this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.